Geek Citadel.
Welcome to Bullet Points, where I list what I liked and disliked about a game, so you can take my list, compile it with others, and see if you want to rent, buy, or watch the game on YouTube.
Not so hard, was it? Here we go again.
The Order was formed to seek out supernatural evils by King Arthur. They quell rebellions and face off against the vicious lycanthrope that feed on the innocent. Galahad was part of that order, at least until he ended up on their bad side. We step back into the days before Galahad went from a loyal soldier to a captive in the arms of the people he trusted.
Sure you don't need help, love?
Do you mean a strong man to take control of things?
That's right.
Just stay out of our way. I'd hate for you to get shot by mistake.
If the Order 1886 does anything well, it's look astonishing. Just by being covered in film grain, the title drips with detail from characters to the environment. It doesn't matter if you're outside observing the city or inside inspecting a weapon. The Order looks absolutely remarkable in every aspect. If there was any game out there that took a look at Heavy Rain and said, man, this kind of storytelling is amazing, it's the Order 1886. It takes everything that Quantic Dream uses for its games as a tool, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Expert use of cutscenes, snappy transitions, and well-placed QuickTime events adds a cinematic element. Combat in the Order 1886 is quick and fluid. It's the epitome of a stop and pop cover based shooter. Other than a few original weapons like the thermite gun, this game is practically like every third person shooter that exists. It isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you shouldn't expect to be impressed by hiding behind waist high walls and slaying waves of enemies. The idiot artificial intelligence doesn't help matters as they stand out in the open waiting for a bullet massage. The worst fights in the entire game come from fighting the werewolves. They run straight at Galahad and you tap the X button to roll and wait for them to run off and repeat the process. Your teammates are equally as stupid as the enemy. They usually sit in cover avoiding confrontations and allow the opposition to murder you relentlessly. Why is the supernatural aspect a secondary play to shooting humans? So we finally get a game where we're shooting werewolves after the dearth of zombie titles, and we're restricted to seeing them once in a blue moon. The Order 1886 manages to shoehorn in romance, political intrigue, and every cliche it can. Yet somehow it overlooks what made the Order such a big presence in London. We have a bunch of stereotypical characters flaunting their abilities as if we're familiar with them. But the game forgets to tie our minds into that relationship. You'll hear a lot of big talk about how things used to be in the Order, and observe how they perform with each other, but it all just feels like a hollow shell when we don't know these characters. I would have liked to see how the pragmatic Galahad earned the love of his student, or how Sebastian earned such esteem in the Order, but was overlooked as Knight Commander. Maybe some flashbacks of Galahad as a young man working his way up in the Order. Something to explain the supernatural revelations that occur near the middle of the game. The Order 1886 sets itself up as a TV show you've missed a couple seasons of, only to find out that all the past footage was burned in a warehouse fire. The ending doesn't reveal anything of note either, and will probably leave a sour taste in your mouth. It sets us up with a cliffhanger ending without properly fleshing out its world beforehand, and that's a bit of a slap in the face. The Order 1886 leads this console generation with fantastic visuals, but forgets to take that same leap in the gameplay department. I recommend you wait for a sale on the Order 1886. This linear stop and pop shooter doesn't try enough new things to be different in this saturated genre. For more Geek Citadel plays and reviews, check us out on YouTube, Dailymotion, and GeekCitadel.com. Also, for the PC lovers, join our group on Steam Curator. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.